Hello! I am super excited to welcome you. I'm talking about you watching this. Today's very special challenge. It's a dream come true. It felt like, oh, is this ever going to happen and all? But I'm so happy that we are here today and we're really talking about the personal development challenge. I'm excited. I'm super, super excited. I don't know about you, but I am excited about this, and that is why I want us to delve right into it. So, this is day one of the personal development challenge, and it will take us 7 days to actually get this done with. I am so happy that I am your guide, your host, your coach all through this period. I am super excited to welcome you here. So, without further ado, let's delve into day one. Please don't mind my plenty energy, but I am just really happy, and I hope that the next year you all be sitting in front of me. I hope we can have some sort of personal retreats, okay, group retreats, but personal retreats inside of group retreats, where we all sit together and then we run through this. So I'm not doing a video sending to you. We get to talk, interact physically. That's the goal. That is the goal. So for day one, I wanted to actually start with setting intentions. Yes, we need to set intentions. Intentions are great. Intentions are our mindset, the purposeful energy, the purposeful mindset that we are bringing on board. So for now, I want us to set intentions for our overall goal. So it's not like we're setting intentions per goal, but for this year, all of the goals you want to set, all of the goals, all of the things you want to achieve, what are your intentions? What are your intentions? Intentions can take three levels of whys. So for instance, I will give you a typical example. I want to sit for a professional exam. Or, yeah, let's take a professional exam. I want to sit for a professional exam, right? The first why could be that I want it because I need promotion at work. So if I sit for this exam, I will get promoted at work. Great. Or it could be that I just want to be recognized as being part of a professional body. That's the direct why that I'm sitting. That's a direct why for sitting for that exam. The next level of why is a direct influence of the first level. So if I am now recognized as part of this professional body, it means that I have some prestige. If I'm charging in private practice, I would increase my fees. And even at work, if I get promoted because of this certification, how we love certification, then it means that I'll have higher income, increased pay, right? So that is another level of why. The third level of why could be that, oh, I want to impact people with this. Oh, I want to inspire others. So that when they see me, when I talk, when I attend conferences and I speak, they'll be like, oh, Dr. Becker is here. So me getting that PhD, prestige. Me sitting for that exam, prestige. So the prestige that it gives to you, the impact and the inspiration that it gives to others. So you want to inspire others with your life. So basically, these are intentions. And intentions could also be, it could also be tandem with your being. I think it's one of the things we should also consider when we are setting intentions. It could be in tandem with your being. Now, for instance, I'll give you an example of what I mean. This year, I want to see how I can stretch myself beyond my perceived limit. It's one of my intentions for this year. I want to work, I want to achieve so many things, and I want to stretch myself beyond my perceived limit. It means beyond what I could even do before. I want to do much more. So that is the being, that is the person I am bringing into 2024. The Becca who will stretch beyond limits. I want to see what will happen. I want to see what will happen if I stretch myself beyond these limits. So that is an intention. So I want to be dedicated to whatever I'm doing. That is an intention. I want to inspire other people. That is an intention. I want to impact young persons this year. That is an intention. Everything I'm doing this year, I'm stretching myself beyond my perceived limits. It's my intention. I am looking forward to impacting young persons this year. That is an intention. I am looking forward to dedicating my life to a cause this year. That is an intention. And finally, I am looking forward to doing most of the things I could not do in the previous years. I want to catch up with life. That is an intention. So this, my overall intention now, will guide me going forward, even into setting my goals. So guys, I hope you get this now. I hope that we are setting the right intention. So please take your pen, take your paper. If you're using a laptop, it's online, whatever, just document this now. Your intentions. What are your intentions for 2024? Overall, what are your intentions? So start penning them down. So considering section 1, your path to clarity, we will be starting with self-reflection. Self-reflection. And the very first question is, what are you most afraid of? What are you afraid of? I think we all have fears. We all have one or two fears, right? So you need to reflect now. Just think deeply about it. Think deeply about it. All the times you've been scared of doing something. What was that fear? What is it? Is it fear of rejection? Is it fear of failure? Is it fear of success? Is it fear of losing out? Is it fear of loneliness? Is it fear of death? Just think about all the fears that you may have and pen them down. It's important. Just write them down in this notebook of yours. Write them down maybe on your laptop, in your journal, however you've chosen to, do this development challenge. Write these fears down. Write it down. Sometimes it can even be uncertainty. You don't know what tomorrow will bring. Sometimes it could be fear of public speaking or fear of conflicts. You don't like to conflict with people and it just scares you. So when people are saying something, you don't want to conflict. You don't want to say a contrary opinion, even if your opinion would be superior and it would be better. But you just don't want to say anything because you're scared. You're so scared. First, I want you to know that everyone is God's one fear or the other. But you do not want your fear to limit you. You don't want your fear to hold you back from achieving what you're meant to achieve. You don't want your fear to cripple you because when you think about this fear so much, it can overwhelm you and cripple you. But while we are doing this assessment now, is for you to even be aware of the fear because, the first step towards overcoming or managing your fears would be that you're aware of the fears. So just write them down. The action required here is really for you to write them down. Just write them down, And I want you to know that accepting your fear, knowing it, having a knowledge of your fear and accepting it is a superpower. It's the superpower that you need to forge ahead, really. Because now you've accepted it, oh, I have fear of public speaking. So it means before I face the public, I'll need to prepare and rehearse. Or I'll try as much as possible to avoid that part. But each time I cannot avoid it, I'll have to, prepare. And each time I prepare and I execute speaking in public, the better I become. So you just find a way to manage it. And at the long run, you find a way to really cope that people will not even notice that you had the fear of speaking in public, for real. Now let's move to the next part, your personality type. Have you ever, been in conversations where people talking about their personality? Oh, I'm a flag. Oh, I'm actually choleric. I used to be a sanguine, but now what not? Okay. I hope nobody will say I'm a sanguine though, because I'm a, okay, shush. So there is this personality type assessment I want to introduce you to. I have been introducing people to it for a long time now, and it's really good for your personal assessment and to know your personality type, your strengths, weaknesses, threats, how you behave in different situations. It's just okay that you know yourself, honestly. And this is the Myers-Briggs personality testing. I feel that this particular site, www.16personalities.com, is a combination of Myers-Briggs personality typing and the Carl Jungs. So I think it's really, really very powerful. So I'll direct you now to www.16personalities.com. Answer the questions honestly. Be as honest as you can, be as honest as you can, and you will get the right result. It will come in combination of letters, INFJ, ENFJ, but then you'll be able to read what it means, what each letter stands for, and all of that. One thing I want you to know is that you don't have to accept the result of these as, gospel. It's not like, oh, so this is what I am supposed to be. It's just supposed to give you insight into who you are, not who you should be. You get so it's supposed to help you understand yourself. Because I mean, personality is not the only thing that defines us. Our environment, our interactions, our family, our upbringing. So personality is just one part. So I want you to actually understand that part through this testing. So take a standardized test for personality, and I'm sure you will be just fine. Now, to the very final part of today, you're going to assess yourself in different aspects of your life. The very first part is your being and becoming, and that is a SWOT analysis. You're going to, answer. There are basic questions here that you're going to consider. You're going to consider internal factors that provide an advantage for you. What advantages or unique capabilities do you possess? And that is under strength. So you're going to do your strength, your weaknesses, your threats, opportunities, just list them based on the prompts that I have sent to the group. For those who are in Becca Accountability Mastermind, you have the guide itself, so you can just follow through. For those who are partaking in the free version, you have the prompts that I have sent on the group. So just follow through, because I may not be able to read exactly what I have sent to the group anyways. For those who wants to join, just drop in the comment section and I would attend to you. So once you are done with your being and becoming, then you come to these other segmented parts. So I have segmented these into a student, a fresh graduate, and a worker. So you can assess yourself based on what category you fall into, right? Then finally, you come to the part where we have general use. For this general use too, please, 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 just choose where you actually really want to reflect on. You don't have to do everything because it might be tiring, because it's really bulky. We've tried as much as possible to inculcate a lot of things into this. So we're looking at health and well-being, where you consider your physical health, your mental health, your fitness and exercise, nutrition and diet. Then we are also looking at personal relationships, where we consider family relationships, friendships, romantic friendship. They're looking at financial stability. So just take a look at all of these breakdowns, and just choose the ones you intend to reflect on, the ones you really want to assess yourself on. Some will not be relevant, or some you are not interested. You don't have to be interested in all, honestly. So you just go through the ones you're really interested in and just assess yourself. So finally, the required action here, once you're done with all of this, okay, sorry, I jumped something. You're supposed to grade yourself. So when you assess yourself, you're supposed to grade yourself, between 1 to 10, 10 being highest and 1 being lowest. One way to grade yourself would be that for each item, you grade over 10. So I'll give you an example. Let me go to let's use personal development. So personal development, the first item under personal development is education and learning. Education and learning. The first point under education and learning says, assess your commitment to ongoing education and skill development. So if I say, if really I have not been developing myself or getting no skill recently, I can just give myself a 4. So that's 4 over 10, 4. Then the next one says, reflect on the alignment of your educational pursuit with your career goals. Okay, what I'm learning now, is it in line with my career goals? I'm not even really learning, so I put a 3. So 4, 3. Then the last one says, consider the impact of learning on your personal growth. What's the impact of what I'm learning? So because I'm not even really learning, 4 still. So you have 4, 3, 4. When you add them together, that will be 11. If we divide 11 by 3, that will be the average for you. And that is what you score, under education and learning. So that's one way to do it. You can find your way around it. But basically, for each item, you have to grade yourself 1 to 10, 10 being excellent and 1 being very poor. And I hope that's clear enough. Then finally, once you're done with all of this grading, the required action here is for you to share this. Share the sections you actually want others to assess you on. Share them with your trusted friends, family members, mentors, mentees, partners, people that know you very well, and they can actually grade you based on the areas you are giving to them. You don't have to give them everything, just the areas you want people to grade you on. So once they've graded you, explain the grading system to them, and then they grade you, you get it back. Then you can now compare what you graded yourself and what they graded you, and then you see the difference. Now, ultimately, I feel like what is even more important is for you to note where you have the ratings of 5 and below. 5 sometimes is neutral, it's not cold, it's not hot. So I feel like when you have 5, it's something you should think about. 6 is okay, 6 upward. 4 downward is even better. You know that, okay, this is really poor. But when you're 5, you're in between. I think you should also consider it, honestly. So 5 downwards are the places you actually need to focus on. So if just check for places where you actually graded yourself 5 or lower, and pay attention to where you need, improvement. So I think that is the end of today. Please, if you have questions, kindly drop them in the comment section below. Do not drop them in the DM. Do not drop them on the group chat. Drop them in the comments here. You know why? Because there are lots of people who will still be using this challenge, and you probably would have asked the question that they would be having. And by that, if I've answered it here, then it's good. If you're answering on the group and I'm answering, if you're asking on the group and I'm answering on the group, then there is no point, because we'll keep going back and forth. People have similar questions, and then it will not even create an environment of learning. So basically, just ask all of your questions in the comment section here, and then would see how we can interact and other people can learn from the questions you're asking. Thank you so much for joining today's session. I'm really happy to have you on board. See you tomorrow. Bye.